I am proud to announce that we are going to give the power back to the people who read your papers.
Karoline Leavitt, who's doing just an incredible job over at the White House right now, she's White House press secretary, obviously. She announced yesterday that the White House Correspondents Association is no longer going to control who has access to the briefings. Now, this is a group of people who have decided that the usual suspects, the people who have lied about almost everything, whether it's the AP or Reuters, et cetera, that they will always get that first access to the president, to the spokespeople, et cetera. And because we are in this transitional phase, not the bad kind of trans, like a transitional phase of change, that the online media is here, that there are people who are at least aiming towards the truth as opposed to just endlessly offering up Pravda nonsense like they do on CNN, MSNBC, et cetera, that this is all changing, and it's changing right now.
As you all know, for decades, a group of DC-based journalists, the White House Correspondents Association, has long dictated which journalists get to ask questions of the President of the United States in these most intimate spaces. Not anymore. I am proud to announce that we are going to give the power back to the people who read your papers, who watch your television shows, and who listen to your radio stations. Moving forward, the White House press pool will be determined by the White House press team. Legacy outlets who have participated in the press pool for decades will still be allowed to join. Fear not. But we will also be offering the privilege to well-deserving outlets who have never been allowed to share in this awesome responsibility.
Okay, so did you get that? They're not necessarily kicking everybody out. They're just bringing in new people. They're looking for new avenues. And obvious, this is late. This is late to the game stuff, right? The Biden people could have done this. Now, of course, they weren't going to do it because they had that very controlled atmosphere that they wanted. But this is good. And she goes out of her way to say, we're not booting all of you guys. We're just opening up the press pool here. Now, you might be watching that and going, well, is it true that the White House Correspondents Association is so bad? Have they really been so terrible? Connor, do we have video over there of the current president of the White House Correspondents Association? We do? You could play it whenever you're ready.
He has a hard time running against Vice President Harris because she's a black woman. You remember, Ashley, when he would tussle with the women that would ask him questions, our colleagues on the White House beat. Reporters. You know, he held his kind of most angry self for black women, right? If they asked him a question, he would have the worst things to say about them. And so you're seeing that, right?
I can think of three off the top of my head.
Top of our head. And when he talked about Joe Biden got worse, Harris was born like that, right? That's different. That's a dog whistle to folks to say, you know, the white guy just got older and it got worse, but the black lady was born dumb. That is the kind of thing that Donald Trump is saying and selling to folks.
So that black chick right there, she has been the president of the White House Correspondents Association. All right, it's a dude. I thought it was just a chick with a little bit of too much testosterone. Whatever it might be, that person right there, Eugene Daniels, the current president of the White House Correspondents Association. Well, we've got some news on him/her. Eugene Daniels, I love that outfit. Look at that. Is that just gorgeous? Eugene Daniels, the president of the White House Correspondents Association, is leaving Politico and joining MSNBC to co-host a weekend roundtable show. Do you guys get the circle jerk? Do you get it? Do you get what it is? So the White House press conference, the person is now leaving Politico. Do you think that there was maybe some weird collusion and somehow USAID was funding Politico? Now he's leaving Politico to go over to MSNBC to pretend that he's a journalist when obviously he's an actress. Do you get it? Do you get it? Freedom and security are the cornerstones of the American way, and that's why I've partnered with Byrna, a Fort Wayne, Indiana-based company that embodies these values. Byrna's commitment to safety is deeply personal. As a passionate advocate for the Second Amendment, I understand the importance of self-defense. That's why I stand behind Byrna's less-lethal launchers. They're effective, easy to use, and legal in all 50 states. With no background checks required and direct shipping to your doorstep, Byrna Less-Lethal makes safety accessible to everyone. Whether you're protecting your home or your loved ones, Byrna's powerful, less-lethal kinetic and tear gas ammunition can incapacitate attackers for up to 30 minutes, giving you the means to defend yourself without the legal ramifications of taking a life. Join me in supporting the American company committed to ensuring peace of mind for all. Don't wait until it's too late. Make the smart choice today. Visit Byrna.com/Rubin to receive 10% off my curated Byrna bundles.